This week in Gleipnir, the conclusion of Claire versus Elena, the introduction of the alien, and would you drink that special juice that would make you become the person you always wanted to become? Let's talk about this.
化け物に実はね
What is going on, guys? My name is DJ Milez, and I'm here to review another episode of Gleipnir. This is episode 4, and before we begin with this episode review, if you can go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel for more anime content. And now let's go ahead and talk about this, because we get the confirmation that, lo and behold, that the male handing out the coins and the juice to everyone on Earth is in fact an alien. I do like how they kind of just gloss over the simple fact that, yeah, I'm just an alien. You just got to take it for what it is at face value, because how many of us, when you just assume an alien, you're thinking of the Asari race from Mass Effect, or you're just thinking the green aliens with the one eye from The Simpsons? Yeah, he's an alien, but he doesn't look like a quote-unquote alien because he's just taking the form and compressing his mind and soul into whatever data of the planet that they're inhabiting. So in this case, we see the guy knows, okay, if I am a human male, this is the form that I take. But it is interesting to see how just in the matter of a second, he grabs Claire's hair, consumes it, and then becomes the most desirable form and takes the form of Claire. We see a guy who becomes a human, who becomes wildly fascinated into having human desires, become a female, and then he's like, well, you know what, if I can't have Claire, I'll just transform into Claire because this is a nice body, right? So yeah, that was pretty bizarre to see. He just explains to Claire and Kaguya that, yeah, as long as you drink this, just manipulates microbes at the molecular level, and ta-da, there you go. So I mean, we get the science and reasoning behind it, but is there more that people wanted to know on how Kaguya was gonna get his body back or just heal completely? So I'm curious to know what you guys have to say about that in the comments down below. Let's actually go ahead and switch things over towards the beginning of this episode, where we see the conclusion of Claire versus Elena. There's a huge difference in power. So despite Claire and Kaguya being a 2-in-1 Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, they still cannot stand head to head with Elena. And Elena is still very apologetic of the prospect of killing Suichi when she just discovered, oh shit, this is my sister inside Kaguya's body. And again, the $1 million question Claire just has to confront Elena on is, I want to know why you killed our parents. And Elena, wow, what a bitch. She's like, oh, they died in a gas accident. Didn't you know? I mean, they died in an accident. It wasn't me. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know, because our father was a legislator and he did some bad shit. And, you know, our mother committed some adultery and had some affairs with some of the younger employees that she worked with. I just decided to kill them. And not for my sake, Claire. I did it for your sake because you said you were going to do it. So isn't that the role of a bigger sister, right? Protecting the younger one? I killed our parents because I didn't want you to go through that grief, and I didn't want you to have the blood stains on your hands, so I did it for you. Ooh, yeah. Listen, guys, I don't know anything about the parents. It seems like despite them having some sort of a tumultuous relationship with one another, it seems like Claire and Elena are just both batshit crazy. Elena more so than Claire, and who would have thought that was possible, because we've seen Claire already try to commit suicide twice. And I do love how they even tried to play the simple fact when Kaguya and Claire reunited that, Kaguya, I'm so glad that you were brought into my life because my life had no meaning, and now that I found you, everything is okay. And Kaguya is just over here talking to Claire like, baby girl, you understand that within the span of 2 weeks, I almost died twice, okay? I almost died twice, and somehow your life is clearly better with the sufferings and the shit that I've been going through. Kaguya is just going through some different motions right now, and it is interesting to note because he did drink this special potion. The next day in school, he acted completely different than the shy and timid Kaguya we know now, right? Now, I'm curious to know, is it because the man had 2 near life-death experiences that he just has this alpha mentality to say, if it's our last day on earth, are you just going to shiver and cower in fear, or are you just going to take your life into your own hands and say, fuck it, this is how I want to live my life and go head forward? Or is it the drink that's making his inner desires come out, and with all that power he's slowly receiving, it's slowly going to turn and twist on him? Because we see the examples of the track star. She warned Claire and Kaguya, hey, if you have this coin, you'll have all the powers that you'll want and all your desires will come true, but at the expense of maybe losing your mentality, or in this case becoming some sort of a monster or beast. Because we also get the other explanation in this episode that the coins, yeah, they're the comrades of this alien, but he didn't really go into much explanation on why the guy who has the ability to grant the powers to the people who find the coins, why aren't those people, the comrades who are coins, also in the shape of a male species or a female species, right? So they didn't dive too much into it, but maybe it's because we just simply need to accept the fact that the main alien is just the leader, and the comrades, just for the sake of hiding themselves in this planet Earth that they're inhabiting, it's just easier if they're just coins. The alien tells Kaguya, hey, if you have 100 coins, something powerful is gonna happen. Because isn't that kind of like manga and shonen that you read? If you just have all the power-ups of one abilities, you might be granted the ultimate wish. Which again, I don't know if that's a wink and nod to Mario, where you collect all the stars and you can now face the final battle, or you get the true ending of a game, or you collect the 7 Dragon Balls and you have your one wish granted. Here we go. Now here's the $1 million question. Kaguya and Claire have to collect all the coins, because when they collect all the coins, something amazing is going to happen. And yeah, if you have the ability to basically become like Goku, isn't that a bit enticing? Now granted, the shit that we've seen, I'm sure some people would say, no, at the risk of my life, get the fuck out of here. I am not trying to deal like that. But listen, I wouldn't put it past me. If I can collect 100 coins, I can become as strong as Goku and project some wave beams out of my body and transform into a Super Saiyan. Come on, that prospect is a bit enticing, right? I do like what the alien says to Claire. Do you like yourself or do you hate yourself? And Claire responds, well, I mean, we're just born the way that we are, so you just kind of have to accept it. But the prospect of knowing how curious that you can become, of becoming the true version of yourself that you always wanted to be, isn't that a bit enticing? And that's, again, the $1 million question. I'm sure some people, because they're watching the show, say, oh no, I would never do that, right? But let's be fucking real here. Get the fuck out of here. If you can become the perfect version of you that you wanted at the prospect of just drinking a power juice, you wouldn't do it. So there you go, some food for thought. But the episode ends with Claire and Kaguya going to the forest where the spaceship crashed, supposedly, and that's where more coins are going to be held at. And again, the more coins you have, I guess essentially you are on the track of becoming a powerful person. But as Claire mentioned to Kaguya, this is where the spaceship landed, and people are going to come here and collect coins to become more powerful themselves. We are going to be in more of a life or death situation. And yeah, and that is how the episode ends. So this episode gets weirder. We get some more explanations, albeit some simple explanations, which I'm not sure how people are going to accept at face value, but I'm curious to know what all of you have to think about that. So did you like the episode? Did you hate the episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more anime content. My name is DJ Milez, and as I always say, to be continued, take care.